Good morning, students. Welcome to my online class. I am P.K. Tripathi sir, Department of English, and I am to continue uh, my classes. Actually, in the previous class, I taught you about Olympic Games because our chapter was My Greatest Olympic Games, and there, in the process of discussing the title, I was discussing about the Olympic Games. I told you about the ancient Olympic. Now I am to discuss about the modern Olympic, and after discussing a little about modern Olympic Games, then we will come to the chapter. Actually, modern Olympic Games started with a dynamic personality. He was a French, in fact. His name was Charles Pierre de Freddy Baron de Coubertin, and better known as Pierre de Coubertin. His name was actually this one, Charles Pierre de Freddy Baron de Coubertin, better known as Baron Pierre de Coubertin. He was a French educator and historian. He realized the importance of game and sports. He realized that games and sport really can bring peace and harmony to the world community. The way wars were there, the way the countries were constantly waging wars against each other. If really anything can bring peace and harmony to the world community, then it was game. That means games and sport can only bring harmony. That's why what he did, he visited the world. He visited different countries. He met with administrators, governments, prime ministers, presidents, kings, queens, in order to bring or in order to get a general consensus among them. He wanted to make them agree to make one world-class sports authority. As a result, actually this thought came to his mind in 1894, that one world-class sports authority is to be made and a world-class sports committee is to be made in order to organize sport competition, games competition among the countries, and as a result of which in 1896 IOC, that is International Olympic Committee, International Olympic Committee was formed in 1994 in fact. In 1894, International Olympic Committee was formed, and in 1896, the first modern Olympic Games was held in 1896, where in order to convey a strong message to the world community that these Olympic Games is the exact revival of the ancient Olympic Games. That's why it was first held in Athens, Greece. In fact, it was held in Panathinaikos Stadium, Athens, Greece. In Greece, Athens is the city where this stadium was there, Panathinaikos Stadium. Actually, no such stadium was there. It was reconstructed, it was rebuilt. One person, actually Japas and Konstantinos Japas and his cousin brother Konstantinos Japas, they actually funded for the rebuilding of this stadium. Japas and Konstantinos Japas actually had left one trust to the Greece government that if ever any Olympic game will be held, then that fund is to be diverted. And so this fund actually Japas and Konstantinos Japas funded the first Olympic Games, and then George Avarov is her name, George Avarov, and another Japas and Konstantinos Japas. Japas and Konstantinos Japas. They funded the modern Olympic Games, and George Avarov actually rebuilt the stadium. George Avarov, actually perhaps it is not visible to you. I am writing here. Japas and Konstantinos Japas actually funded the Olympic Games, and George Avarov rebuilt the stadium. Rebuild the stadium. Then, how many countries actually participated there, and what were the events, or how many events were there? In fact, it was the first modern Olympic. I am telling you just. It was the first modern Olympic Games. Then, in every 4 years, the way the ancient Olympic Games, it was also held every 4 years, and 4 years was considered as Olympiad, because this was the same revival of the ancient Olympic Games. That's why in this case also the modern Olympic Games were conducted or were held every 4 years, and these 4 years has been till date has been considered as one Olympiad. So the first Olympic Games were held in 1896, and the second one it was in 1900 that is second, and it was in Paris, France. It was in France actually. Why? Because no particular stadium in this case was there. But the third one was in 1904. It was in USA. It was in the USA. And now also Olympic Games, that is, it started, modern Olympic Games started in 1896, and it has been continuing till date. And the last one, the latest Olympic Games, the last one actually, it was in 2016 CE, Common Era. It was in Atlanta. No, it was in Rio. It was Rio Olympics. Rio Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Because in 2000, actually in 2020, the Olympic Games were to be held in Tokyo, Japan, but it has been postponed. It has been postponed because of pandemic situation of Corona. So the latest one was Rio Olympic Games, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Now we have to discuss what are the changes that have been brought to Olympic Games starting from 1896 to 2016. Previously, athletes were taking part in athletic events because of their love for the game. They were so greatly attracted, fascinated towards game. They had a greater hung to participate. But then, large-scale corporate sponsorship and commercialization made sports arena or games arena reach, corporate sponsorship, and commercialization. That's why previously the athletes were amateurs, and now they are professionals. So from amateurism to professionalism, sports have transformed, athletes have transformed. Previously they were amateurs in the sense that they were doing some other things, but they were playing in their leisurely hour, or they were participating in athletic events in leisurely hour. But now, because the athletes were professionals, that's why their total attention, their total efforts were diverted into, or were in the field of games and sports. That means they are totally dedicated towards games and sports. And now we have to discuss, or we have to compare. Now we have to compare what are the changes brought to Olympic field. In the past, it was Athens, Greece. It was the first one in 1896, and now it is Rio Olympic Games 2016. What is the difference here? In this Olympic Games, the number of countries participated was 14. But in Rio Olympic Games, the same number of countries participated, it was 207. Then athletes, total number of athletes here, that is some 231 athletes participated in the past Olympics, and in this case some 11,238 athletes participated in these Olympic Games, and total number of events here, some 33 events were there, and here some 306, yes, some 306 events were there. Some 306 events here and 33 events here. So check here what a great transformation has already been made to Olympic Games. Previously, this was the picture. The previous picture was, the first picture was this one, and the present picture is this one. And in Tokyo, actually, the events has been increased to 349 and 349. And how many number of countries and athletes, when they will participate, then only such thing will be known. But now the events have already been increased because some 5 sports have been included into Tokyo Olympics. Actually, it has been postponed, but they are frequently releasing the message that it is due to be held. That is, Tokyo Olympics will not be cancelled. Actually, from 1896, when it started, till date, the last one being 2016. Do you think Olympic Games have been cancelled ever? Yes. Cancellation. Olympic Games have also been cancelled. Olympic Games have been cancelled sometimes. How and when? In 1916, in 1930, and in 1944 cancellation of, that means Olympic Games have been cancelled, cancellation of Olympics, cancellation of Olympics in 1960, 1940 and 1944. Why we took World Wars? First World War, after the First World War 1916 Olympic Games was cancelled. Olympic Games was cancelled in 1940 and 1944. Olympic Games were cancelled because of again the Second World War. I am telling you, Olympic Games may be singular, may also be plural. When you are telling the name, it is singular. But when you are referring to the games and sports that are to be participated by the athletes in Olympic Games, then it will take plural form. When I will discuss about the chapter, I will definitely narrate it vividly. So this is the story of modern Olympic Games. Now we will start the topic. My greatest Olympic prize. My greatest Olympic prize. It is composed by Jesuans. Jesuans actually is one American athlete. He was born. Jesuans was born. Actually, his total name was James Cleveland Jesse Wins. Jesse Wins, you should read it. My greatest Olympic prize is composed or is written by Jesse Wins, and his total name was James Cleveland Jesse Wins. Check here, if anyone's name has been written but one particular word is put in inverted comma, then it is his nickname. Such name has been included in his original name, otherwise perhaps the people cannot know him. Because some persons are popularly known by other names, but their original name is something different. So whenever we have to mention their name after they are so much famous, then such nickname should be incorporated, such nickname should be included in his original name, so that people could know who he was or who he is. And because this athlete is better known by his nickname Jesse, that's why his name being James Cleveland Wins, that's why Jesse has been included, this word has been included to his original name. So this name is put in inverted comma, suggesting that this is the nickname only has been included so that other people can know that this is this popular athlete or popular person. So when I was writing the name of Pierre de Coubertin, Freddie was written, Freddie should be put in inverted comma because Freddie was his nickname. So James Cleveland Jesse Wins, he was born in 12 September 1913. Jesse Wins was born in 12 September 1913. Born. And he died on 31 March 1980. 31 March 1980. Or breathed his last, or met his heavenly abode, whatever you may say, substituting the word death or died. So he breathed his last on 31st March 1980. He was an American track and field athlete. Track and field. What do you mean by track and field? Track and field. In fact, track and field is a sport track and field is a sport that includes athletic contests includes athletic contests established on skills of running, jumping, and throwing. The name is derived from where it takes place. How? A running track. A running track and a grass field. Actually, track and field, what do you mean by track and field? I have written on the meaning here. Track and field is a sport that includes athletic contests, established on skills of running, jumping and throwing. The name is derived from where it takes place. How I am giving you one example. You should write the word meanings in your copy also. I am giving you the example here, how the name has been derived. Suppose this is the field. Suppose this is the field and here this is the, check here, this one is the grass field and around that tracks will be here. Either one track or more tracks will be here. And if it is a track event, then the athlete is confined to the track. For example, running races, run is a race. Running is a track event. Why? In this case, suppose you are participating in 100-meter race or 200-meter race or 400-meter race like this. In that case, the athlete is confined to the track. If you will overlap the track, if you will surpass the pass, if you will run beyond the line, then you will be disqualified. His candidature will be disqualified. So this is track event. And field event, where the athlete is to perform in the field. Check here. If you are jumping or if you are throwing, maybe discus throw or javelin throw, and if you are jumping, maybe high jump, long jump, etc. These are the field events. These are the field events. But running races, these are track events. So these names have been derived from the place from the field where it is taking place. From the ground where it is taking place. Where it is taken place. So field event and track event. And he was one he was one track and field event athlete. Track and field athlete means he was participating in track events like running races. Running races different type, 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter race. Then hurdles also are there. Relay races are also there. These are the track events and field events like jumping, etc. And he was participating in long jump, etc. That's why he was one world-class track and field athlete. Who specialized? Specialized means became an expert. If you are focused on something so that you are an expert in this case, that is, then it is specialized. Specialized. Specialized means to study or work on a subject or skill more than any others, so that you become an expert. So that you become, is it visible to you this part? On a subject or skill more than any others, so that you become an expert in it. And because you are totally focused on track events and field events, that's why he became one expert in it. He was one world-class figure in track and field events. Who specialized in sprints. Sprint means a race over a short distance at a very high speed. That means if you are participating in races in which you are to cover very short distance and you are to run in a mighty speed, this is called sprint. Very often the 100-meter race is called sprint. Sometimes 200-meter race is also called sprint, because the definition says that if you are to cover the distance less than 400 meter, then it may be considered a sprint. So 100-meter race and 200-meter race, such races are sprints. But very often 100-meter race is considered as sprint. So he was participating in sprints, that is in 100-meter race and 200-meter race. So, and he was an expert in sprints and long jump. Long jump is an athletic event in which athletes combine speed, strength and agility in the attempt to leap as far as possible from the takeover. What is takeover? Check here, suppose this is the pit, I am telling you just. Suppose this is the pit. Pit means one hole has been dug into the ground filled with fine sand. Now this is the line and all the athletes were to jump before the line. If you touch it or overstep it, then you can be disqualified. Your jump will be declared as a no jump. You have to jump before the line. You may come as closer to this point or you may jump from here, and here, but it should be before the line. If you toss the line or overstep the line, then your jump will be a no jump. And this line is called the take-off point or take-off board or take-off line. So this is the long jump, where the athlete will start running and he will make an attempt to leap as far as possible from the take-off board. This is long jump. And you know long jumps are of two types. Long jumps are of two types. One is standing long jump, and next one is running long jump. One is standing long jump, and next one is running long jump. Next one is running long jump. In the starting studies, suppose here you have to stand. In case of standing long jump, here you have to stand. Only in the standing posture you have to jump along. And standing long jump was a part in Olympic Games also. Till 1912 CE. C means common era. What you said at the Anno Domini, nowadays it has been said as CE, common era. Till 1912, that means our Olympic Games started in 1896. 1896 in the first 5 Olympic Games, modern Olympic Games, standing long jump was an event. So it was till 1912 standing long jump was an event. But in 1916 it was dropped. Standing long jump was not an event in 1916 Olympics, but it was an event till 1912 CE, 12 Olympic Games. But running long jump, you know, it is right from, this one is right from 1896 till date it is. And running long jump was also a part in ancient Olympics. In 708 BC, nowadays it is called BCE, before Common Era. In 708 BCE, in ancient Olympic Games, a running event was there. From 708 BC, running event was included in ancient Olympic Games. And running long jump is an event right from the beginning of the modern Olympic Games till date. And standing long jump was also an event in modern Olympic Games right from the beginning till 1912. Then it was dropped. And standing long jump, in standing posture actually 3 types of jumps were there. One was standing long jump, second one was standing high jump, and third one was standing triple jump. If you have ever participated in sports, you might have some idea about this. So in standing posture, 3 types of attempts athletes were making. One was standing long jump, next one is standing high jump, and third one was standing triple jump. And nowadays standing long jump is running. In case of running long jump is there till date. Running high jumps are also there, and running triple jumps are also there. Long jump. He participated in the 1936 Summer Olympics. Summer Olympics. What do you mean by Summer Olympics? I am just telling you. Summer Olympics. When Olympic Games started in 1896, modern Olympic Games started. Okay. Then only one version was there, that was Summer Olympic, or if no Summer Olympic, only Olympic Games. It was called Olympic Games. In 1896 it was Olympic Games. Olympic Games. In 1920 it was again only Olympic Games. In 1921, the Olympic Committee actually said, this is called Olympic Congress. The Olympic Congress said where? At Lausanne. Lausanne, you know, it is in Switzerland. And this is the headquarters of IOC. The headquarters of International Olympic Games is at Lausanne, Switzerland. Now the Olympic Committee sat at Lausanne in Switzerland, and now they decided to incorporate some winter sports, some ice and snow sports, some ice and snow events. And hence in 1924 it was Chamonix Olympic. Chamonix, France. The second Olympic Games was held in 1900. sorry, in 1900 it was also for the host country was France. Again in 1924 France was the host country, and at Chamonix they decided to discuss about Olympic Games. It's okay. Then Chamonix, France, they were in 1921 they decided to include some ice and snow events, and as a result of that in 1924 Chamonix, France was the host country, and at Chamonix actually the Olympic Games were held, and in that case winter sports were included, and hence two versions of Olympics were there. So Olympic Games had two versions now. One is Summer Olympic and next one is Winter Olympic, or summer version or winter version. Summer version is held in August, and winter version is held in February, January. So from 1924 Olympic Games started to develop two versions. One is Summer Olympics and next one is Winter Olympics. And from 1924 such two versions continued to be held. But what happened till 1992, in the same year, both the versions were held. It started, so what we discussed in 1924 Olympic Games have two versions. One is summer and next one is winter, and what I told you in the same year both the versions were held. Summer version and winter version, both the versions were held. But in 1992, this was the last year when in the same year both the versions were made. But then it was decided that 2 years apart such versions should be held. That means summer version and winter version, 2 years gap should be there. That's why what happened in 1994, the winter version, and in 1996, which is the original year, check out, every leap year is the completion of the Olympiad or starting of the Olympiad. So in 1996 this is the summer version. So then now accordingly it has been continued. So 1996, then 200, 2000, 2004, 2000, and here also 1994, 98, then 2002, then 2006, like this it continued to be held. So if the last one, what I have told you, review, then we have to discuss a little when it got separated. That means in 1994 and in 1996 it is the beginning when winter version and summer version were held in different years, 2 years apart. Then this winter Olympics, it was held at Lillehammer. It was held at Lillehammer, I am telling you. In 1994, this Winter Olympic was held in Lillehammer. Norway. And this Summer Olympics, and it was held at Atlanta. It was held in Atlanta, USA, the USA. Georgia is the state, in USA, 50 states are there. Georgia is one, and its capital city was Atlanta, and there Atlanta was the host city of 1996 Summer Olympics. Why I am telling you that is when Winter's Olympics started in 1924, and it has been continuing till that. But from 1924 to 1990, the same year, from 1924 to 1990, in the same year, the Winter Olympics and Summer Olympics were held. but they got apart in 2 years apart. They were held from 1994 and 96. So if it is a leap year, it is Summer Olympics. Plus 2, it is Winter Olympics. And the first separated Winter Olympics was held in Lillehammer. It was in the country Norway, and the first separated Summer Olympics was held in Atlanta in the USA. So and we have to discuss about the Summer Olympics that is in Berlin, Germany. And again, I have to tell you a lot more about Berlin, Germany also. So now I am stopping. So up to Summer Olympics we have discussed. In the next class we will continue. I think perhaps you will enjoy my class, but before stopping here, I want to tell you one thing. You should be well focused, you should listen the videos, and if you have any problem, you can rewind it, you can watch it again and again, and in case of any problem, please mention your grievance or mention your whatever you are thinking, mention it in the comment box. So thank you all for listening my video.